guys, welcome back to my beauty stash, or welcome if it is your first time here. Hello, my name is Steph. I would love to have you as a subscriber, so be sure to click that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you like everything you see. Today we are going to be diving into the new BH Cosmetics and Doja Cat collaboration. I picked up quite a bit of pieces from the collection. I didn't pick up the entire like PR bundle. I kind of just picked and choose some of the items that I wanted. I got, I think, one of everything except the highlighter. I actually did end up ordering, they had loose highlighters that were released in this collection, and they apparently, I guess, sold out. It didn't ship. I was refunded for it, but I think I have just about everything else so that we can form a good opinion about the second BH Cosmetics collaboration. The last collaboration that BH Cosmetics did was this one right here, the Iggy Azalea Totally Plastic Collection, which I did review. You can check this video out. I was not a fan. There was only one eyeshadow palette that worked for me, so I don't know what to expect with this one. I think that the packaging is a little bit better with this one versus the Iggy collaboration. And of course, what caught my eye was the mega size eyeshadow palette. This reminds me of last year's Ho Ho Holiday eyeshadow palette, and I will be bringing that out towards the end of the video so that we can make our comparisons and figure out if this is the same great quality as that one. Now, I'm gonna be very honest, just by looking at the shades, I don't know that these look like they're gonna be amazing. I know that there's people that have already done reviews on this collection. I have not watched those videos because I want to form my own opinions. But my first impression when I opened this palette up and just looking at it right now is, I don't know, they look a little powdery to me. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep an open mind. I did pick up all three of the blush trios that they had because I thought that looked really interesting. That was actually one of the things that caught my eye. Here's another one, and then here's this last one. So all I have on is a little bit of bronzer. So we're gonna be playing with these today. And another item that I picked up, which I'm already wearing, is this lip balm. This is the shade Heavy Tint. And there was 3 shades available. This is what the packaging looks like. It is a twist off. And this is a more purple pink shade. There was a clear shade, and then there was like another, either a neutral pink or a more neutral leaning shade. So I just wanted to go with something that had a little bit of color to it. And I've heard that berry lips, like berry lip balm, is going to be the thing for fall, winter 2021. Just saying. I also picked up the mascara. I didn't have a BH Cosmetics mascara, and this is the Blooming, what is this? Volumizing Lengthening Mascara. So we will be trying that out today. And then the other product I picked up was the Plumping Lip Gloss, and I got the shade Gold. Let's see what this one looks like because I haven't opened this. So here's the packaging on that. Like that, looks nice. I like the gold. It's like an antique gold finish. Now, let's talk really quick about the brushes. So here's the brush set. It does come with a bag. The bag is cute. These bristles don't feel like other BH Cosmetics bristles. I don't know. These feel a little on the cheapy side. And guys, I don't mind bling. I don't mind flashy products at all, but I don't know. I appreciate the design, that it's different, but something about this just feels gaudy, right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think, but that was the word that came to mind when I opened up the brush set. Gaudy. So we'll see how these perform. Here's some of the eye brushes. I think there's, yeah, here's another eye brush over here. I really enjoy BH Cosmetics brushes, so I'm hoping that these perform well. They feel a little different, so We'll see. I am keeping an open mind. I'm just giving you my initial first impressions. These are just the thoughts that are popping up in my head. And then the last thing I picked up was this pen style eyeliner, and this one is in the shade green. So I'm gonna get started first with swatches of everything, and then I will jump into the blush application and using some of the face brushes in this set, and then we will jump into creating the two looks, and I will give you guys my final thoughts at the end. Also comparing it to last year's Ho Ho Holiday palette, which was released around this time last year. So if you guys want to see the new Doja Cat by ABH Cosmetics collaboration in action, keep on watching. Alright guys, so let's get started working with these blush palettes. This is the one that I was most excited for because of the yellow and this plum shade down here. This is the packaging. It's like a cardboard packaging, and you do get a little mirror inside. And this one is in the shade Penny. So I'll be focusing this palette on my right cheek. And these are the 4 face brushes that we have in the collection. I think I'll just go in with this one. Does it have a number on it? No. Okay, but this is what it looks like. So I'm going to first, let's see, I'm going to go in with the yellow shade first. Definitely pigmented. And I'm going to focus that up here, kind of like as a highlighter. Oh, okay, good. There's pigment. I definitely can see the yellow tone. I do have a little bit of cream bronzer on. It is the one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've been loving that one, by the way. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Kind of just right up here at in the tops of my cheekbones. Now I'm gonna dust off some of this product, and now I'm gonna go in with this next shade. I'm gonna turn the brush around. I'm going to focus that right in here. Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that shade to have that much payoff, but it is blending out fairly well. Okay, now I'm going to lightly dip into this shade, and I'm going to focus that right in here. Okay, definitely lots of pigment. I'm wiping some off on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna take my damp makeup sponge. This one was from the BH and Iggy collaboration. A lot of pigment there. I'm gonna go back into the yellow. All right, so this Penny blush trio definitely has a lot of payoff, and I like all 3 shades together. Really nice. Just something different, you know, something different other than the traditional peach and pink shades. I like this. All right, now I'm going to do, let's see, we have these 2 palettes left. This one right here, that's more of the peach warm tone palette. This one is called Poppy. And then this one over here, this one is called Rose. So let's see, I'm gonna try this shade. I'm gonna try using it to set the cream bronzer. And I'm gonna take, let's see, I'm gonna go in with this brush right here. Just apply this where I have the bronzer. Same brush, now I'm gonna dip into this shade. Focus that right in here, kind of like on right below my cheekbone. Wipe some off on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go in with this one here. Okay, so there's definitely not a lack of pigment with these first 2 palettes. Yeah, I knew these were going to be winners. I liked the tones of all 3 palettes, and again, that was like one of the main things I was looking forward to trying. And I like the way both sides came out. Easy to blend. What I'm going to do, just because I don't think I'm going to be able to try all three of these, I'm going to pick up a little bit of this shade. Just pop it right here. Now, these aren't necessarily the style of brushes that I would choose to apply brush with. I'm just using them because, you know, they're here, they're part of the collection, but normally, no, these would not be my choice. Okay, so I don't have a highlighter because it sold out and they didn't send it to me. So I'm gonna go in, what highlighter do I have here? I have this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the highlighter stick. This one right here, this one is in the shade Pink Diamond. So I'm just gonna apply it. That's what I have here in front of me. Okay, so we're off to a good start with the blush trios. Loved them, think they're great. I don't think you could go wrong with either of them. And I like that they have a little mirror in there. Nice touch, cute packaging. So far, so good. The face brushes, you know, they're just okay. Now we're gonna dive into creating the two eye looks. So let's jump into look number one. Okay, so you do get a full-size mirror on here with this palette, and we definitely have a lot of shades to choose from. Since I'm wearing purple and blue on my scarf today, I didn't feel like doing my hair, guys. I just washed it. I still need to blow dry it, so put a little headscarf on. Dollar Tree, by the way. In case you're ever wondering, guys, majority of them that I wear, they're from the Dollar Tree. So let's do something purple to start off with. I think what I want to do first, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, the matte white. This is called Feline. And then I think I'm going to go into Cosmo in the crease and then work my way towards the bottom. So I'm going to go in with this little angled brush. And I've already primed my eyelids with the Natasha Denona Work and Set Cream Liner in the shade Nude. So I'm just placing this up here on the brow bone, and I'm also gonna bring it in right in here. Now I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna go in with that lavender shade called Cosmo. I think this shade looks like the shade it is in the pan, which is a good thing. I don't know that I'm liking this brush. I don't feel like it's blending the shadow that great. I mean, there's no issue with the shadow, but I don't like, I think it's a brush that I'm not a big fan of. I think the pigment is really great though. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the shade. I think I'm going to go in with, well, this jasmine shade looks like a satin shade. Obviously, I haven't swatched this palette yet. Yeah, that's kind of like a shimmer shade. So I don't know that I want to do, well, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go in with this shade and let's see what happens. I'm going to work that in the crease as well as a little below it and also on the outer corner. And this is the brush I'm using. This is a smaller blending brush. I don't like this brush either. I just want to be able to try them all. I don't know if I'm going to continue using these brushes for the second eye look, but at least that way we can try them once and you can see them in action. The shades are blending together. I think they would blend a little bit better if I had better tools, but I'm doing the best with what I got. That's not bad. Look at that. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to go back in with the brush I used for the white shade. No additional product. All right. Now I want to do some of the blue. So I think I'm going to go in with this shade. The shade is called Venus. Now I'm going to have to use that same little brush I was just using. So I'm going to clean it off. Apply it out here. I was surprised to see BH Cosmetics collaborating again, just so quickly after the Iggy collaboration. But I love Doja Cat. I have quite a few of her songs on my workout playlist. I run to her a lot. So she definitely has good music I like and actually listen to on an everyday basis. So I thought this was a good person to collaborate with, especially because I don't think I have seen her doing any other types of collaboration. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but this might be like the first major collab that she does. But I could be wrong. But, you know, what better place to start than the beauty industry? And especially if she's a fan of makeup, the way we are, then yeah, this was the perfect collaboration for her. And I'm glad she chose BH Cosmetics. Well, that they chose each other, right? So I hope that it was a good experience for everybody. We'll find out if it's a good experience for us, the consumer, in a bit. But so far, this palette is working just fine. I'm able to, you know, work with the brushes, although I will say I've used better BH Cosmetics brushes. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, I think we got a good blend. I like these shadows together. I was a little worried about the blue, not the shade, but like how it was going to blend out with this brush, but I mean, I think it's fine. I like the combination of purple and blue together. I think that's a nice combo. Okay, so now let's do a little bit of shimmer. I'm eyeing Magic and Shelter. Ooh, Flourish is pretty. This could be a topper. We could do Shelter and then this on top. Let's try that. Even Dynasty is pretty. But let me go in with this one. And this is the brush I'm going to use. Okay, I'm gonna try not spraying. Okay, so let me try spraying now. And I just use setting spray to spray the brush. Any setting spray is fine. Okay, that's better. But this is not like an in-your-face shimmer. This is kind of more maybe like a satin. I think the other shade I'm gonna go in with will definitely pack a bigger punch. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of Venus, the blue shade. Now I'm going to go in with Flourish. I'm using my finger first. Now this looks more like it. I'm gonna apply it right here. That's what I was looking for. Yes. Okay, so it's just a lighter, a different type of shimmer. This topper Flourish is definitely gonna kick it up. And that's okay, it's giving you options, you know? Not everybody likes the same amount of shimmer. Sometimes we need to tone it down a bit. So if that's what you need to do, don't apply this Flourish shade the way I'm doing. Let's move down to the lower lash line, and I'm gonna go in with Nightshade right here. And I don't know that I have a brush. Actually, you know what? I have a BH Cosmetics pencil brush over here. This is an old one from an older collection, so I'm gonna use this. There's not really a brush in this collection that can do what I want it to do. Now for the inner corner and then right here on the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in, let's go in with this shade right here, Liar. Same little pencil brush, and I'm gonna spray that. Now I'm gonna pick up some of the shade Transform. This is like a shimmer shade, same pencil brush. I'm gonna just run that really close to the lash line. All right, so this looks good. I'm gonna apply some Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid liner, and then we're gonna try out the mascara. Now I'm gonna give my lashes a curl with the Refer eyelash curler. So this is a smaller mascara. If I compare it to like this Wet n Wild Big Papa one, I mean, there's definitely a size difference there. Let me show you guys the wand. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's a little gooey. Not too sure why it's looking like that. Let me try shaking this first. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's see. Okay, so this little ball part is what you're gonna use to like separate and define. And then this straight part is what you use to like apply, but I feel like it's just keeping my lashes together. It's not making them voluminous like it says it's gonna do. It says it's gonna be a volumizing and lengthening mascara, which I can see the lengthening, but it's not giving me like any fullness or anything. I already got a speck up there. Not really liking the formula. You can see that my lashes, they're just like stuck together. All right, so I'm gonna let this mascara dry a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna go in with another mascara to give me that separation and fullness that I'm looking for. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is look number 1 with the Doja Cat Mega Palette from ABH Cosmetics. I went in with Essence Lash Princess. This is the Sculpted Volume Mascara, so I think I got a bit more separation. For the lower waterline, I went in with the LA Girl Shockwave Liner. This is the metallic one in the shade Sequence. And that's about it. Oh, I added a little bit more of the white shade just up here to bring it back some. I like the way the look came out. Not crazy about the mascara, and the brushes are just okay. I think I'll try and continue to use them, but I might need to pull another brush in here and there to do that really detailed work with. There are still 2 brushes that I have not used, and they are these brushes right here. Hopefully I'll get to use both of them. That way we can really say we tried everything in the collection. But let's move over to the left eye and start working on look number 2. Okay, so for the left eye, I'm kind of drawn to these shades right here. Vivid looks really pretty. Maybe Vivid and Strength together. Let's do that. Let's try something like that. First, I think I'm going to go in with Moss. And I'm going to go in with this brush right here. Start packing that. Oh, this is a pretty shade. This is a nice mint green shade. I love that color. Wow, this shade is pretty pigmented. I don't think I was expecting it to be this pigmented. I thought it was going to be more of a pastel, like a lighter wash of color, but I mean, it's packing on. I am packing it on, but nice. Nice when things exceed expectations, especially makeup, right? Okay, now I'm going to go in with a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to go in with Wild. Those are pretty together. Wow. Pretty good, guys. Pretty good. I will say that if I'm remembering correctly, last year's Ho Ho Holiday palette, that was more, you know, more holiday-ish, more fall-winter leaning. I kind of feel like this one is spring-summer leaning. I mean, which I don't mind, guys. You know, I use all shades, all times of the year. But we'll look at that in a bit. But these matte shades are doing really well. I'm impressed. Like, I thought they were going to be a powdery mess. Now, same brush, I'm going to dip into Strength, which is like a dark green, forest green. Really nice. Really nice. Now let's do, I mean, I really want to do these shimmer shades, but I want to do something a little bit different. What if we did the pink? Let's try the pink. The shade is called Flora. Now for this shade, I am going to cut the crease with the Natasha Denona Work and Set liner. And I'm going to use this other little brush to apply that. This type of brush is perfect for doing what I'm doing right now. It is small enough to be very precise. Okay, so this brush really came in handy. All right, now I'm gonna use, let's see, I'm gonna go back with this brush and I'm going to pick up Flora. I'm going to spray it. Where is it? Where is the pigment? There it is. Not as intense as I was expecting it, but I am gonna be packing it on, so let's see if we can build it up. Yeah, I think it's building up. Maybe I should have done the matte shade that's right under it called Orchid and then put this on top. That might have been better. Now I'm gonna go back in with the shade Wild. A little disappointed with that Flora shade. I'm gonna pick some up with my finger. It doesn't feel very creamy with my finger. It feels a little dry in the pan. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Galaxy. This one feels a little bit creamier. I'm gonna put it right here. Then I'm gonna go back in with Strength. Just a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna try the shade Blossom. Just a little bit right here. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know how I feel about these shimmer shades. BH usually does better. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna go in with Orchid. This one right here. And I'm gonna use a rougher number 12. Okay, we have a look going on, guys. I like this. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Lily, and I'm just gonna try that little angled brush. I'm gonna keep it really close to the lash line. But this is definitely a brush you can use like for brows or for cream liner. All right, now for the inner corner, I'm gonna go back in with Blossom, and I'm gonna spray it. I'm using that BH pencil brush. Now I'm also going to take a little bit of Blossom on the brow bone. Let me add some liner and mascara, not this mascara. I think I'm just going to use the Essence Lash Princess one, and I'll be right back to show you guys this second look. Alright guys, so this is look number 2 with the Doja Cat Mega Palette from BH Cosmetics. What do you guys think? I added a little bit of this SUVA Beauty UV Brights liner. This is one of those water activated liners, and I use this shade down here at the bottom. This one glows in the dark, so if I'm able to take a picture, I will insert that picture somewhere in this video so that you guys can see what it looks like glowing in the dark, because I don't ever think I've seen it glowing in the dark. So I will definitely try and do that for you guys. I just used the Essence mascara again, and then for the lower waterline, I went in with the NYX Epic Wear liner in the shade Pink Spirit. Now there is one thing, I completely forgot to use it, and it didn't really go with this look. This is the Doja Cat Goddess eyeliner. This one is in the shade green, so I'm just gonna swatch it on the back of my hand. This is what it looks like. It is a brush tip applicator, and this is gonna be more of like an army green. It's really pretty shade, and I like that it's a brush tip applicator, so I will definitely be using this in future videos. We have one more thing to try out, and that's going to be the plumping lip gloss. I'm just gonna apply it on top of the lip balm. Let me swatch it for you guys so that you can see. This is in the shade Gold. It's like a peachy gold shade. And that is the one thing from BH Cosmetics that I don't have. I don't have a lot of their lip products. I like the lip balm. The lip gloss feels good. I'm sure it's going to start tingling in a bit since it is a plumping gloss. And I like the looks I was able to create with this mega palette. So let me wrap up today's video, guys, and I'll give you all my final thoughts on this Doja Cat and BH Cosmetics collaboration. Alright guys, so now that I've used everything in the collection, let's go over some of the hits and misses. So let's start first with the brush set. I'm gonna stand by what I said at the beginning. Gaudy is the word that comes to mind when I see the brushes. I have used better BH Cosmetics brushes before, but you know what, guys? I used them all. I was able to create both of these looks primarily by using these brushes and of course applying the blush with these brushes only. So I guess they're okay. I don't think that this is a necessity, and I would rather you guys try other BH Cosmetics brushes over these. And I'll definitely have a couple brush sets linked in the description box of this video. You do get a bag with them, and I believe this brush set was at least $30. It could be $32, and that's typically around the price point of BH Cosmetics brush sets. There are a few that are cheaper, and there's a few that are more expensive. Do keep in mind that a lot of these products are a little bit higher priced than normal BH Cosmetics products would be, and that is because it is a collaboration. So definitely the artist needs to get a cut and BH Cosmetics needs to get a cut. So if you are wondering about the price point, that is likely why. Let's talk about the lip products, which I didn't have a problem with these lip products. I'm wearing both of them right now. The lip balm and the lip gloss, I liked them. I will continue to use them. I think I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of the lip balm. And again, they had two other shades, one of them being clear, but I heard that berry colored lip balms were gonna be the thing for winter. So just throwing that out there. As far as the green eyeliner, again, that was the only thing I didn't get to use, but it is swatched back here on my hand, and I know I'm going to enjoy this. I've used these types of liners from BH Cosmetics in the past. No issues. Happy with this purchase. Now, as far as the blush trios go, again, one of the things I was most excited about with this collection, and I am very happy with them. BH Cosmetics and Doja Cat, I think they did a great job with these little blush trios. I like the different shades. Like, every palette is different. There's not a single shade that looks like the other, and I think it's perfect. This one is my favorite. This one is the Penny palette. And this palette alone is the reason why I decided to pick up the other two. And I'm so glad I did. I think if you pick up anything from the collection, definitely let it be one of these blush trios. Now, the mascara. The mascara was the dud of the bunch. Didn't like this at all. I wish I could get my money back on this one, but I don't think BH Cosmetics is accepting returns. So this is just gonna be a waste of $12, $15, whatever it was that I paid for it. I had never tried a BH Cosmetics mascara before, and sadly, I don't think I'm going to be jumping at the chance to try another BH Cosmetics mascara in the near future. Now let's talk about the Mega palette. So this is a 35 pan eyeshadow palette. How much did this retail for? I want to say this retailed for $36, 30 some odd dollars. And of course, right now this collection is only available on BH Cosmetics, but it is heading to Ulta. And I wouldn't be surprised the day that you're watching this video if this collection is already at Ulta, but I will definitely let you guys know. So again, you're getting 36 shades in this eyeshadow palette. You have a range of tones in here and a range of finishes. The matte shades, beautiful. The ones that I used, and I tried to use as many as I could, amazing. Great quality matte shades. I was surprised. I thought they looked a bit powdery just first glance, but they're not. They're really solid. The shimmer shades. The shimmer shades were a bit too lackluster for me. I definitely needed more sparkle from those shimmer shades, and I didn't get it. These are not my favorite BH Cosmetics shimmer shades. They have definitely done better in the past, so that was the only disappointment. Now, I won't say that all of the shimmers are created equal. I definitely think Flora could have been improved, so could have Shelter, but when you apply a more sparkly shade on top of it, such as Flourish or Blossom, that's gonna bring out the shimmer effect that is supposed to be there in some of these shades. But maybe this is what you like. Maybe you don't want a blinding shimmer shade, then this is definitely something you'd want to look for. Me personally, I like a little bit more bling to my shimmers, but I really liked all of the colors that they included. I think this is a nice range. You definitely have some light tones, kind of like pastel tones, and then you get into some of the deeper, more jewel tones in here, and I love it. It's a good range. It's a good shade range for the palette. and I'm pleasantly surprised. I was a little worried about this palette, but it did well. It did well. I would give this palette an 8 out of a 10. Now, I brought out 2 large BH Cosmetics palette. This is the Ho Ho Holidays palette from last year, and this is another oldie that I had in my stash. So this is what was released around this time last year. This is a 30 pan eyeshadow palette, and I want to say it was about $30, $32. This is a beautiful palette, and I think you can see what I meant earlier by this is more of a holiday palette. These look like holiday shades. They look like, you know, festive, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, all rolled into one. By no means, guys, don't just reserve this for the holiday season. Use this year round. This is a beautiful palette. I don't know that they're gonna bring it back. I don't know if it's still in stock. If it is, it'll be linked in the description box of this video. But if you're able to find this, pick it up. This is a good one. Now look at these palettes side by side. There's definitely some major differences. Of course, with the Doja Cat, you are getting a few more shades, but definitely don't feel like if you have the holiday one, you don't need this one. I think they would actually be really nice complements for each other because the holiday palette, the shimmers that are in this one, these are the kind of shimmers I wanted to see in this Doja Cat palette. Now, the last palette I pulled out was this old one. This is the BH Studio Pro palette. And let me just show you what this one looks like. Some of you might still have this in your stash. It says that this contains newly formulated metallics, creamy matte, soft shimmers, and intense duochromes. I'll say that the shimmers that are in this palette, even though this is an old palette, I still like them better than I do in the Doja Cat palette. So here are these palettes side by side. What do you guys think? I think they're kind of similar. There's definitely some similarities in there. I don't know. Let me know if you have this old BH Cosmetics palette. I have used it rather recently, and it's fine. It still performs really well. I want to say this is probably like 4 years old or 3 years old. I probably shouldn't be using it. Shadows do tend to last the longest out of all the different makeup products we have. But here you can see them side by side and just make your own comparisons. But I thought they were a little bit similar to one another. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on the Doja Cat collaboration with BH Cosmetics. It's getting a thumbs up from me. Majority of the items that I tried were pretty good, especially the eyeshadow palette and the blush trios, the lip products, minus the mascara. The mascara was the dud of the bunch. Everything else performed really, really well. I was pleasantly surprised with the eyeshadow palette. I think if you pick up anything from the collection, let it be one of the blush trios and let it be the Mega eyeshadow palette. I am hoping that the next Iggy collaboration with BH Cosmetics, because she did say there's going to be a round 2, I am hoping that BH Cosmetics does her collection justice, because that Totally Plastic collection was totally not worth it, as you saw in my video. I definitely think it is worth checking out this Doja Cat collection, and I wouldn't be mad if I saw a round 2 of Doja Cat and BH Cosmetics. Just throwing it out there. All right, guys, so now I want to hear from you. Definitely let me know which look you like best. What did you think of the BH and Doja Cat collaboration? Is it something that's on your radar, or are you going to pass on it? Do you have the other 2 BH Cosmetics large palettes that I just showed? Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water. Cheers. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.